Sanjay Kumar Jha, the CMD of Midhani, now joins us on the show. Mr. Jha, really appreciate you joining us on ET now. And I think everybody would be really looking forward to how a company like Midhani has suffered due to COVID, because your business is something that really sets you apart. It's very, very niche specialty steel products. Your clients as well, aerospace, defense, etc. So many things to talk to you about. Firstly, how did government spending in these categories fall because of COVID? How did your order book fall? And also, now that we are in the midst of this atmanirbhar Bharat mission, a company like Midhani would definitely stand to benefit. So Mr. Jha, but before I do that, I want to talk to you about the Q4 numbers. The profit halved, and I think there was a significant chunk of the pain that was felt by your margins, even more than your top line. So what exactly caused the significant pressure on the margins?
Yeah, in fact, if you see our annual result already is out, we have got a PAT is almost 22% higher than the last year. So if the profit part has not been affected much, it has gone on the higher side. We also had even the PBT also, there is an increase of 6%, around 6%. And turnover has remained almost similar to that. What was the last year? It was only a small incremental change of 0.3%. But we had one significant point that our VOP has been highest ever so far for this year, and it is 19% increase from the last year. And company also has declared that dividend subjected to that our approval of shareholders in our AGM. So the dividend also is quite good because of this PAT has on the higher side. Coming to that Q4 sales, the Q4 sales has a real dip because if you see from the last year Q4 of FY that is 19, say that 19, if it was from 19 to now the 20, there is a dip of almost 39% decline has come. This is mainly because of this COVID-19, we are not able to perform last 15 days of the March, and that was very crucial for us to convert all our product into the sales, whatever was lying in our factory. And that was really the effect on this, which has been reflected in terms of sales turnover also. Nevertheless, this year, if you see Q1, Q2, and 3 was doing well.
Right.
So that's why, because of that.
Mr. Jha, let me just come in over there. You mentioned that the COVID lockdown obviously hurt your shipments. I just want to know, what's the quantum of lost sales or lost shipments because of COVID-19 in that last 10 days or last 2 weeks?
It is coming in the tune of around 15% of our total turnover. So I'll say around 100 crores almost was there. We could not realize in sales last moment. So that was the...
Okay, that's actually quite a big amount, almost 100 crore rupees. And...
yeah.
Okay, Mr. Jha, we also, unfortunately, there are the raw materials that you use are very niche. You have to resort to imports because, either they are not available or they are not mined in India. The double whammy was that we saw a depreciation in the rupee. So, did you face, firstly, any raw material procurement problems because of, this lockdown? And secondly, did it make the entire procurement process more expensive because of the way the rupee is well depreciated?
I'll say that this year, because since our order book was, we had a very healthy order book. So, we have taken care of our raw material stock. And we have taken the two strategy in that area. First was that whatever the import requirements we have for the raw material, we have taken some measures that our stock should not deplete. So we have placed our order in such a way that our supply is continuous as far as raw material is concerned. And second part was that our internal resources, whatever internal rewards and all, that we have utilized effectively. So that is also reflected in good utilization of our raw material. So overall, we have optimized the utilization of the raw material. Nevertheless, that the point what you made about the depreciation and all, it will affect sometime. But because of our the order is, once we get the order, we try to stock the material for at least 2 quarters. So that has not impacted much on our working level as far as the operation level is concerned. So that's why our VOP and all we have smoothly we are selling through, and that has come very almost highest for this 1920, and is going to help in our production when we are entering in this 2021 also after this lockdown. Since already we had some support of VOP from the last year, so that will give me some leverage to go for pick up our production fast.
Okay, that's good to know. There is that inventory lying, so adjustments could be made accordingly. That's definitely heartening. And yes, now let's talk about the outlook ahead. The government has really got into the entire Atmanirbhar mission. Any which ways, prior to this as well, the focus was on procuring from India for defense, for ISRO as well. Both of these are some of your key clients, your key sectors which you cater to. And now as this mission gathers more strength, but of course at the same time, with perhaps government expenditure as well being managed in a way that in a more prudent way. How do you see government spending for defense, for ISRO, and do you believe that it opens up more opportunities for you to be able to supply in a more larger manner, given the fact that India now does want to make in India and use products from India?
Definitely, this first of all I'll talk about this self-reliant or Atmanirbhar Bharat. This is going to definitely help in Midhani, because wherever the supply chain is there for in the sectors what you have mentioned about the ISRO, and already we are in that, defense, aerospace, we have a better opportunity to penetrate further. Already our products are already certified in these sectors. So only if the volume requirement is increasing because of this self-reliant and Atmanirbhar Bharat, definitely we are going to have a better share in the business, and which is being reflected, and which will not reflected immediately. It will take some time, because as you have told about the funding and all, that will take some time to come to the full scale. But this is a good opportunity for my company to enter in the supply chain. And I would like to add further here that not only in our mandated sectors, which you have mentioned about this, the government sector, even for the companies like Airbus or Boeing or Pratt & Whitney, if they are doing their activity in India. So considering this supply chain system, where if you are depending only on the outside, they will definitely would like to have some supply chain system available from the India also. And that is where the Midhani has a good potential to enter in that supply chain system. And we are taking the different measures. And I am sure that with the coming days, my company will have a better opportunity or better penetration in their supply chain system.
Well, we'll wish you all the very best for that.